Every time. Welcome to Impetuosity. Or should I say, welcome back. Welcome back. We've been on a little bit of a hiatus. You know, we've gone away. We've had some time to ponder and pontificate. And now we're back. Bigger, badder, and better than ever. Maybe. We'll see. I was trying to think about, what other event or life thing that happens. One thing that did not happen was me getting better using words. And the only thing I can think of that this hiatus has reminded me of is actually the Olympics. The Olympics were an event that originated in ancient Greece. And then there was a brief hiatus of almost 2,000 years. And then they came back in 1896 in Paris. And much like that, I also, spent some time in the Dark Ages, had a renaissance where I learned about literature, arts, history, science, nature, sports, leisure, geography, all of the Trivial Pursuit categories. And I've emerged triumphant and ready to impress you. And that's just what I'm going to do along with my friends here, because we've all grown so much in these brief few months. Welcome to Impetuosity. Yeah, can't win them all.
So much growth.
Welcome
There's
back.
Been so much growth.
We're back.
We're back. We're all back. So we did have a little bit of a hiatus, but we're back. We're going to remind you that this is an improvised podcast where we're going to have a conversation with a special guest and use that as inspiration for a continuous narrative improvised story that is one long, or hopefully not too long, story. Wow, I'm really out of practice with this. I was going on a roll for a while.
It's improvised.
Yeah,
right.
we're going to make it up. All right.
Yeah.
Assisting me with this are our longtime improviser pals. Mike, welcome back.
Hello.
Good evening, Mike.
Hello.
And Nick, welcome, Nick.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Nick.
Wow.
And our special guest today is none other than Billy Streleckis,
Billy.
celebrated member of the bronze medalists.
I'm so glad to make a special guest status instead of a just guest status. So happy
So
to be
special.
here.
So
But
special.
So the way this works is we're going to ask Billy a blind question that he is going to choose from a prepared list that he has not seen before. So please give me a number between 1 and 200.
that is the question of our age, isn't it? Has anybody ever been feeling 84?
It's a good one.
1984, I contend, is the absolute best year that ever existed.
Was that Berlin Wall year?
No, that was later.
That's a good
guess.
guess. That's a good
6
guess.
years away.
From a Gen Zer, I'd say that's a very good guess.
This
get a
is
coin. You get a
controversial.
Oh, I'll add it to my
I'm
pocket.
going to have to see.
Controversy.
You may or may not
Okay.
agree with this. You can interpret this however you want. Your question is, when did you first realize you didn't fit into society?
Oh, that is a question. I feel like the story that comes to mind is in kindergarten one day, you have to go to school. Like, that's the rules. This is not the story of how I skipped school. But apparently I just really did not want to go to school with a shirt that day. So what I did is I put on my jacket and just zipped it up with nothing underneath.
Oh, sneaky.
And yeah, my parents failed the spot check. So they were like, all right, everyone, like, time to settle into class. And bare-chested Billy was rocking it out in the classroom. But
And is this a proclivity that has continued on in your life? Have you often shown up to things in various states of dress or undress?
No, you can better believe. Like, I'm not a morning person, but like one of two things I remember to do. I guess if we count like each piece of like clothes a separate thing to do, there are at least like 4 things I remember to do.
Or
But,
5 if you count both socks.
Oh,
But
actually,
he wasn't thinking.
Oh, he wasn't thinking about socks? Okay.
you know, I am actually wearing the mismatched socks today. Expose myself as you will. Again, not like that.
That's another way you don't fit into society. Look at you, you rebel.
Oh, yeah.
Mismatched socks.
Because I was going to say, like, Billy rocks the cool thrift shirts. And so I wonder if that is all a reaction to the shaming of being shirtless.
Right. I mean, what was
In
the outcome of this event? Like, were you punished? Did you get sent home? Did you have to put on like a smock?
I wish I had to
Smocks.
put on a smock. I believe they did call my mom to the school, and they were like, "Yo, you gotta get this guy a shirt."
Bring him a shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so it didn't last very long, and you did get. Were you a a buff? Were you trying to show off? Did you? Were you a buff
In first
5-year-old?
grade, were you,
Right.
Yeah, Billy was a huge buff.
I mean, I
Kindergarten.
guess what like
I've seen pictures.
Yeah, locally, at the local YMCA, they like, you got to be 16 to hit the weight area, but they were like, oh, we make an exception.
It was
for
the
you.
beard. It was the beard.
Yes.
But your shirt today is a little tight. You're kind of bursting forth a little bit, just slightly.
And just
your
for
your large arms and chest.
Our viewers who are not getting the video, Billy is wearing a really cool plaid pink flannel shirt with ratatouille
Coming out of
above
the
the
pocket.
left breast pocket. It is just really,
it is definitely the kind of thing that I could not pull off.
yeah. If you got that shirt on you, you would not be able to pull it off ever again. Yes.
And so, can you speculate as to why you might have decided that you wanted to go shirtless?
This is an excellent...
Do you have like a fiber allergy?
No, I mean, like, because I'm trying to think about, because like nowadays I could see myself being like, I'm not touching the shirts I wore back then, back with like a 10-foot pole, because I don't know if you know, like, first grade boys like gamer shirt where it's like, sorry mom, I have sleep deficiency because I was gaming, and then it's a guy with like the reddest eyes you have ever seen.
In first grade, you're wearing that shirt?
Yeah, this is like what elementary school boys wear now, I guess.
Okay.
That or
okay.
like backwards hats, but
Okay. Things have moved
Yeah.
down the age scale. I was going to say that's
We
like...
had underoos, I believe.
Underoos,
we did
Superhero
underoos.
t-shirts.
Yeah, I never had the underoos. I wasn't cool enough for underoos. Yeah, no.
wow.
Just
The
old...
closest I came to being bare-chested
Ever.
was not well in elementary school. It was a fashion faux pas. I did wear a t-shirt to school one day. We used to go to the beach and we'd go to the boardwalk and we'd get to choose our funny slogan t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And mine I came away with one year when I was, I think, in 4th grade was Master of Disaster.
Okay. Yeah.
And I wore this to school.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh crap, it's picture day. My mom is going to be so angry.
And so you just took your shirt off and took your picture that way.
What I did was I had a brilliant idea. I turned the shirt inside out.
Yeah.
And then, you can't see Master of Disaster. You know how much friggin' trouble I got in because my mom was like, "Why is your shirt inside out?
Right, yeah, exactly.
You look like an idiot."
You really validated the shirt.
It says,
then.
it says Rastem did.
Oh man.
Now I'm thinking of that shirt, like boardwalk shirts. There was that one that was always there, which was like a frog looking really sad, saying, "I'm so happy I could just shit."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember that one?
What beaches were you going to?
I remember,
Chris remembers this.
I mean, there were a great number of
Yeah.
ones. One of the famous ones that I definitely was not allowed to get was FBI, female body inspector.
Yeah.
Oh, that seems.
yeah.
I mean, yes,
it was a
It was a different time.
Yes.
The 70s were a different time.
I did get. I mean, I could probably remember a few others. I know I got one year that was "Beam me up, Scotty. There's no intelligent life down here."
Yeah. And then
everyone would be like, "Well, you're down here too."
Yeah, and you were wearing that shirt.
You know.
And then there were the two
Vulcan
vultures.
nerve pinch you.
There were two vultures, and one was saying to the other one, "Patience, my ass. I'm gonna kill something," which I didn't understand as a kid. I was like, "Patience, my ass. I'm gonna kill something." Okay. So I didn't know if the other vulture was named Patience, or he was telling his ass to be patient because if he ate something, then he would get to poop it, and so his ass would get something out of this transaction. I don't know. There was a lot, probably the same level of thinking that you went through before you took the shirt off.
Decades of consideration now.
Yeah.
What have you determined that to mean? Like, I have an idea, but
Oh yeah. Well, fuck patience. I'm gonna kill
because they're carrion
they're waiting.
eaters.
Yeah, they're waiting for
okay.
someone else
All
to
right.
kill.
That's okay. That's
Okay,
right.
Yeah.
I'm glad though, Chris, that you said you had like an idea and not like I know it, because
Right.
I was kind of sitting here like I feel like Kid Mike right now.
It's a thinker. It's a thinker for the boardwalk. Yeah.
Yeah. So, any other? Let's see. What else we got for Billy about?
Tell us something about yourself, Billy.
Well, I mean, so since then, have you felt like you are a positive member of society, or have you ever felt like a misfit or outcast?
I would say definitely starting high school, like I felt like more tuned into society. I mean, and it's one of those, I feel like I walk a good line where, like, it's hard to think of an example off the top of your head where it's like, I don't know. I don't say I haven't finished a movie. I haven't watched a movie to completion. Like, we have our moments. But, like, I like to think I relate to society just enough,
Okay.
that you're not.
So it's
like,
not really that you're, it's not that you don't fit into society. It's that society doesn't fit into you.
I think though that's kind of a good attitude.
I think that's a T-shirt
to take, But like you do what makes you happy, and as long as you're not being a problem to those around you, like, have at it. If the society doesn't fit you, as long as the part of society that doesn't fit you is like stopping for pedestrians in the road, please do that. Like, it's not a problem.
Yes, I would say if you run over pedestrians, you are going to be forcibly removed from society. It's not that you don't fit in; it's that you will be.
We will make society fit inside you.
We will make you fit into this prison society.
Mm-hmm.
What about my improviser pals here? What about how's your
as far as like not fitting in with
society fitness?
Oh my God,
I can answer for me.
Yeah, me and Nick are just stuck right in the middle, so far from the fringes. Following the man right down the street to the Kmart to buy.
Maybe he can't speak for me.
I was just gonna say, that is not the answer that I would expect
Mike,
Nick to have. I feel like maybe I could answer for Nick.
Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah, do it. Oh, you can try. Yeah.
Nick has not felt that he is like right in the middle, especially, but I would say that maybe closer to the fringe, if not sometimes on the outside looking in, not sure about, how to be in this society that we have. Not to say that it's a great society, but
that's fair. Yeah, nerd through high school and college.
Okay, comic book geek. Come on, at a time when it was not as cool to be a comic book geek.
Right.
Yeah.
And in my 20s, did not do the normal get a job, apartment, relationship thing. Just lived on the fringes, house sitting, substitute teaching, goofing off. So a lot of fringe. Yes. Which I thought was what you were gonna. I thought you were gonna say a lot of fringe.
I'm not that fringy.
I mean, you're saying that, Mike. I don't want to be the one to burst your bubble. I don't think the society is going to Kmart anymore.
Oh yeah,
aren't they all gone?
When I belonged to society, we were going to Kmart, and so I must have slid a little farther out onto the edges since Kmart.
So society's progressed and you were left in the dust.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like Don Quixote,
Yeah,
I've
that's right.
I've been left behind by time, and I used to be just like average Joe, and now I'm like a rebel, just by accident. I'm a rebel by accident. That's a T-shirt. For you.
Yeah.
I see that. I see that.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, what do you think?
Let's
I don't know.
cause some
Let's
trouble
do some improv.
on
All
the
right.
fringes.
All right, so we're gonna take a little break where you're gonna listen to an ad, which is always the best part of the show.
It's funny. When I was listening to the podcast, I was like, oh my God, you guys got sponsored.
Yes!
And then I was like, oh.
Oh,
that was fake.
Okay.
That wasn't
How
real.
how can you tell? So we're going
all
to
like
listen to an
giggling.
ad, and when we get back, we're going to get a location for our improv, and then we're going to do that improv. All right? All this and nothing else when Impetuosity returns.
I'm sick and tired of eating this rotten dead meat.
But Dad, I mean, that's what we always eat.
I know, but I've just been reading some of the classics lately, and I'm feeling a little dissatisfied with eating roadkill constantly.
Has this ever happened to you? Don't you wish you could have fresher meat? You know what? You should not be so patient. You need to get our fresh roadkill food delivery service. It's called Hello Carry On. Hello.
Who's that at the door, Dad? I'll go get it.
Scraw! It's your friendly delivery vulture.
Oh my gosh, Dad, there's a vulture at the door. Hi, Mr. Vulture. What are you doing here?
Oh, I've got the tastiest meals, whether it's fresh deer a la mode or your McDonald's grubby meal.
Oh, here, Dad. You have one of those, and I'll try this one.
Son, I got this for you because I envision a better day for you where you won't just be eating dead carcasses off of the road.
Oh my gosh, this deer a la mode is scrumptious. Thanks, Mr. Vulture.
And thank you to Hello Carry On. Your service has allowed my vulture family to significantly increase our cultural capital.
All meals are guaranteed to be fresh kills that will not make you sick. Asterisk, except possibly when they do. Hello Carrion at your doorstep right when you need it. And we're back. All right. Welcome back to Impetuosity. We're about to do our improv, but first, we are going to tell you about the sound effects that will aid us in our storytelling. So we have 3 sound effects that move us about in space and time, and those are demonstrated thusly. If we ever need to go back into the past for any reason, if we need to find out how something came to be or the history of something, then we'll hear this into the past sound effect. Eventually. All right. So let's just make sure that still works. Okay. Yes, into the past. Now, if we ever need to get back from the past or move into the mysterious future, you'll hear this into the future sound effect. And that means that we are moving into the future or back from the past, however you want to say it. But we don't just move about in time, we also move about in space. So if we're ever moving from one location to another, staying in the same time, there's this meanwhile button. And whoosh, now we're over there.
Sorry, it's very tempting.
And now we're back. So, all right, I think that everyone understands. Anyone can touch any of the buttons at any time. Preferably preferably in a way that
Makes
is
sense.
indicated in the
Right.
story.
Yeah, maybe.
Not just caressing them.
Yes.
You get that arcader and you like press.
All right, in order to give us our location, we're going to ask Billy to provide us with another number between 1 and 200. Without knowing what that location is, please, Billy, what number are you looking for?
To throw it back to my juvenile days. Has anybody taken 69 yet?
69.
69 dudes.
No, they have not.
Right.
All right, so
Ratatouille.
we now have our location for our improv, and we're about to start that improv. For the... Jesus Christ.
It's okay, Chris.
the
I know.
listener?
We're all here with you.
All right. You're ready to hear? We're going to get started with this improv, and that location is...
That might be bad for the audio levels, though.
Finally, I appreciate someone who really knows audio coming in and understanding how everything is affected. All right, so the location for our improv is Minnesota State Fair.
So specific.
We're going to take you now to the Minnesota State Fair.
Well, I'll tell you, Chief Jones, it's terrible what happened here. All these Minnesotans wanted to go to the state fair, but their prize cow, Bessie, stolen without a second thought.
My God. Bessie stolen? She was the biggest attraction, behind all of the butter sculptures.
And how do you think they got there, Chief? Butter doesn't make itself.
No! Wait, they got Bessie and the butter sculptures?
It's only a matter of time before they get the entire state fair on their hands.
Oh my goodness gracious, but Minnesotans love their state fair. Oh my God. And what about Minnesota Governor Tim Walz?
I think he's buzzing into the station now, Chief.
All right. Well, Deputy Jones, patch him through.
Hey, Luigi, I didn't tell you to get the butter sculptures.
But they're so beautiful. This one, look, just like the Mona Lisa. It's in a butter. I mean, I couldn't just leave it there. It's so beautiful.
Hey, the boss said get it big cow, but don't get the butter sculpture. You got the butter sculpture.
Well, sure, because the cow is coming along, and then I saw the Mona Lisa, and they had the Last Supper, and this one here is very interesting.
Luigi, I'm a little bit afraid because I think that the boss is gonna get out the penny on you.
Oh no, Mario! Don't let him do the penny. Don't let him do the penny thing again. Oh no!
He said no butter sculptures. And you bring in the butter sculptures. I think he's gonna take that penny out of his pocket.
No, but when he looks, oh.
Geez, Deputy Jones, I've never heard Minnesota Governor Tim Walz curse like that before. He always has such a clean guy image, like a just a nice school teacher guy. Wow, he really laid into us.
I know. I mean, I've never been as flush as a red rose cheek in my professional career. I think we need to get down to the case from this so we can get back to school governor and out of the guy that would hang behind the school and they know maybe a little curse word.
Oh, yep. All right, so let's head down to the state fair. Let's find some of those clues, and we're going to solve this case if it's the last thing we do.
Well, I really don't like it when you put it that way, to be honest, but let's go.
Hey, Don Rico, I'm very sorry to disturb you, but we have an issue. Luigi, he...
Abundanza, what do you mean?
Luigi, he took the butter sculptures.
He took the butter sculptures, no way.
Sir, you said explicitly
I'm getting the penny out. I'm going to get the penny.
Don Rico, just look at the Mona Lisa. Look how beautiful the Mona Lisa, and it's all made of butter.
Oh, my goodness gracious. You got the buttered Mona Lisa. Why didn't you say so?
Isn't she? And over here we have Jesus and the apostles here, all of them life size, all of them in a butter, Don Rico. Isn't that amazing?
It's very impressive, sir.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Hold on a second while I cross myself in front of the Jesus butter sculpture.
Oh, and
I'm
also,
still a good Catholic, even though I'm a terrible
here's a piece of
crime
toast
lord
with butter on it. If you taste, it's very, very firm, fresh.
You can take the toaster, wipe it on the butter sculpture, and get as much butter as you want, boss.
I get a Jesus butter?
It actually came from Judas. I got him from the end. I didn't want to go into
You
the
brought the
middle.
Judas. That Judas is a bad luck. Why are you doing
I eat that one. Let me give you this one with this other guy.
Now, holy fucking shit, Lewis. I'm here to campaign for vice president, and fucking A, if the cow isn't stolen right out from fucking under my speech.
Governor, remember our electoral words.
Lewis, fuck you, you shit show. This is the biggest tragedy I've had in my brief career in national politics. And if Bessie doesn't get back here, me and Harris are going down.
The polling is in, and the fact that it was asleep on your watch that the cow and the butter sculptures were stolen, are not looking good for you.
Fuck you, Ricardo. I can't fucking stand you, asshole people.
Now,
Well, oh, hey, Bessie. Oh, how'd you get thrown into the clink here with us other cows? You're a famous cow, and what are you doing down here with us in cow jail?
oh, I'll tell you, Balwerthal.
That's right. Yeah, it's Bulwerthal. That's it, Bessie. That's right. That's my name.
I'm sorry. I've felt hazy ever since they stuffed me into their burlap sack with promises of pizza inside.
Oh, they got you with the old pizza trick. Yeah. No, yeah. Beauregard and Bolothar, they also got caught with the pizza in the sack trick. It's a real insidious trick those Mario Luigi brothers always play on us cows.
I tell you, my family, they tried to tell me about it on the farm, but I didn't listen. I was too busy looking at butter Jesus.
Oh, Bessie, I hope you don't mind, but I've just been such a huge fan of yours for so long. Would you mind like giving me your autograph by chewing your name into my side?
All right, here's your food, cows. Here's your grain. All right, hey, you guys eat this up, and then the boss is gonna get you. All right, see ya.
Get me? But they're only giving me grain. I wanted a nice New York slice.
I know, Bessie. Well, they don't treat us too bad here. It's just, it's a little cramped, of course, but it's nice now that you're here.
Well, Deputy Jones, it's a good thing we finally got down to the state fair, and why don't you case the entire crime scene and tell me what you see?
All right. Well, Chief, we just put up the yellow tape around the entire fair, and I don't know about you. I've been in Minnesota for a long while. Never have I noticed this many Italian flags in one precinct.
That's amazing. I hadn't even noticed. I had the Italian flag. Wait, that's the one with the green and white and red?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Don't let him trick you, because there's one I'm pretty sure that's like white and red and green. You should check the emoji on your phone,
Okay.
Chief.
Hey, excuse me, are you the chief of police here?
That's right.
I'm your governor, Tim Waltz, you fucking moron.
Whoa, Tim!
Damn, Tim. Come on. I thought you were always so folksy and nice. And I've seen video of you at the state fair with your daughter, and you're always playing such a nice guy.
I'm a good guy, but when shit goes down, I get pissed, and this fucking cow situation is a bitch.
Damn, must be the football coach in him coming out.
Do you think we got a shot at finding this cow? Because if we don't find this cow, we're gonna lose the election, you fuckers.
Well, we've got a couple leads. Maybe you want to come along with us and do a ride along while we trace down these next clues. All we can tell is that they might be Italians.
Can I wear a body cam?
You have to if you're going to ride along with the police.
Fuck yeah, we're gonna ride cops.
All right, you're going to have to approve 5,000 more on the budget, though, if we want space in the seat.
So the boss, we want to know what we're supposed to do with these cows that you've been telling us to kidnap, because they're all eating us out of corn.
Hey, you've been feeding them corn and grains and all of those sorts of things, and what are you doing? We're trying to hold this for ransom.
Well, we were gonna give them the pizza, but we were running out of pizza.
New
and
York
so-
pizza.
Well,
The
yeah.
cow don't want a New York pizza. We gotta give him a Minnesota State Fair. We gotta give him a fried Snickers or like a fried cotton candy.
You guys, whatever they eat is fine. But boss, have you sent a ransom note? We haven't sent a ransom note. We just have a bunch of cows, so no ransom note.
What do you mean if I sent the ransom note? I'm the idea guy. You guys are.
I didn't. Luigi,
I
did you
didn't
send
send
the
no.
ransom?
I didn't send no ransom note.
Boss, there's been no ransom note sent.
God,
We're sorry,
I
but
gotta do everything myself.
Boss, there's one other thing I just hesitate to. Jesus is a melting.
What are you talking about? That's a terrible thing. You can't let the Jesus melt.
It really is gonna be his last supper.
Oh, well, you better get all of the toast that you can and start eating it. You get that great faith-based butter in you. There's nothing that can go wrong with our plan.
Okay, Mario, you work with the note, and I'm gonna save Jesus.
do you think that you could get a photo of me here in the cop car looking tough?
Yeah, sure thing, Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota. Actually, hold on a second. I need to talk to my deputy for a second. Jesus, this guy is really getting on my fucking nerves.
Oh my God! Now you're saying it too.
Oh
Chief.
God, look at that. He's wiping off on me. Or rubbing off on me. That's a common Minnesota phrase. It's wiping off. Everyone knows that.
You know how us Minnesotans like to, in fact, come here, Chief.
Yeah.
All right, not on work hours. I'm sorry. I'm thinking.
Maybe. Wait. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I mean, we're the
Let's
ones.
let's say it at the same time. You ready? 1, 2, 3. We should frame
become
Governor
governor.
Tim Walz for the. Oh wait, what?
Well, your idea works with my idea.
Wait, I didn't even hear your idea.
Don Rico, I brought Governor Tim Walz here for the parlay, to parlay for the cows and the Jesus who's a melting. Governor, Don.
Don Rico, it's such a pleasure to meet you, finally.
Oh, it's a nice to meet you too, Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota.
I tell ya, the way that you stole this cow from the Minnesota State Fair has really wreaked havoc on my campaign, but I'm here to parlay and negotiate for the freedom of Bessie so that me and Kamala can win in November.
Also, Governor, that Jesus is a melting.
What the fuck is going on?
You're actually such a down-to-earth guy. I never knew that you had such a side to you. Maybe we can make some kind of a deal.
Yeah, I can fucking throw it down when need be.
This is the perfect time for the ancient Sicilian custom of make a deal by cursing both of your heads off at the same time.
You fucking shithole.
Well, hey, all right, we're ready. We got to go. 1, 2, 3. Hey, you fucking asshole! Why you gotta do this? You goddamn
I have
asshole!
an idea.
Yeah,
Are you looking for an assassin?
I'm always looking for an assassin.
Because I'm about to become Vice President of the United States, and I could potentially kill somebody in exchange for this cow.
Wow, you would do that for me just so you get to the cow back? Luigi.
I love this guy.
Luigi, Mario, what do you think?
Hey, I think it's a one-in-a-lifetime deal, boss. You never had this much political power before. You got to
And
go.
Luigi, what do you think?
Well, I brought the cow here. I brought the cow here for us all. And Bessie, why don't you tell us what do you think we ought to do?
Moo, whatever gets me my New York slice is fine by me.
And here comes a pizza!
Oh, let's kill a man!
Deputy,
Yeah, Chief.
I got this wiretap that I put on Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota's body cam, and you won't believe what I just heard.
All right, I'll go and review the case evidence. Chief, that's very not okay.
I don't think that we have to frame him for this. I think that he might actually be guilty.
I think we were really ahead of the curve. We're like trendsetters.
Oh my
here.
God, we're like that True Detective show, except for real.
Oh my God.
I mean, the first season. I heard the rest of the seasons were terrible.
No, but you know what? We can go to the station with this, get our first season, but we'll tap out after the other ones.
Yeah. All right. We might have to get the entire Minnesota State Fair police force to come with us so we can arrest Governor Tim Walz.
All right.
Well, welcome to the prison, Governor Waltz. Would you like some corn, or they actually brought us some pizza? It's pretty good.
Well, thanks for your kind welcome, Warden. We're really looking to broaden our campaign and get a lot of prisoners to vote for us this year.
Oh, actually, my name isn't Warden. It's Baltimore.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a cow.
oh. Well, I'm very sorry for assuming that you're getting your name wrong. I mean, I knew you were a cow.
Yeah, that's okay. And would you like to take a selfie with the Mona Lisa, the butter Mona Lisa?
It's our greatest work.
Well, are you registered to vote?
I tried, but they said, you're a cow.
Well, I would like to give you a voting pass that will help you vote for Harris and Waltz.
Munch, munch, munch. This is delicious. Munch, munch, munch.
That
munch,
looks
munch.
tasty. I want one.
Here, try one, Bessie.
Here's a voting pass for you.
Munch, munch, munch. It tastes like vermilion. Munch, munch, munch.
Doctor, it's so sad. We just have Governor Tim Walz in his cell. He's just pretending to hand things to empty air. I think that the pressure of the campaign drove him insane.
You know, we tried to prescribe just 30 minutes. 30 minutes of rest and relaxation. But he was too busy yelling up a clamor about this cow, in his words, fucking shit.
Holy fucking shit, I just got a pardon from Biden! Yeah, I'm out now!
And it all happened in a place called
Impetuosity.
Impetuosity.
Wow, we got political.
So we're,
So,
we're
how
gonna
you
save
guys-
this. We're gonna save this for like January, right?
we have to wait till after.
Gotta come out before
We
the
don't want
election.
it. Yeah, we don't want it to.
Yeah, we don't want to
influence the
sway.
polls.
Yeah, we don't want to
Influence
influence
the
things. But
election,
I
yeah.
think there is a strong register to vote message though in there. So I'd say
I'm trying to get cows
Yes,
to
yes.
register.
Yeah, I
I mean, you
think
could
that's
still
good.
register for your local elections. They're
Yeah.
very important too.
Yeah.
It raises the shadow side, like the person's public persona, and then this imagination that in private there's something completely opposite, which I think is a fun exploration.
Yeah, absolutely. And it kind of like also makes me want to have like some buttered toast.
Yeah.
Like, really, I haven't had like a really nice buttered piece of toast in a while.
You know, I was thinking if you want something that's not nice, my new idea. Hell of a pitching point, but
I don't know. Save it for the next ad.
I'm just saying nothing is stopping you from making a sandwich with one piece of toast and one piece of uncooked bread.
Ooh, never. Have you done that? This sounds kind of like a Billy Streleckis special.
So I have not done it.
Okay.
But that's like, I don't know. If I ever needed to like reassure myself I have free will, I think I would do that.
Okay.
One more example of how Billy does not fit into society.
No, not at all.
He's gone from bare-chested kindergartner to
One piece of toast
One
and
piece of
one
toast.
untoast. That's one of the most radical things
Yeah.
I've ever heard in my entire life. It's just
That's
like
like a Top
shaking my
Chef thing.
worldview.
That's-
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Mike, what was one thing that you enjoyed from our improv today?
I mean, it's like the accent thing is always like a cliff that like you walk off it and then you fall down into the ravine and you realize, yes, I'm just gonna do Luigi for half an hour.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I can do about it. So yes, gotta love the Mario Luigi. Apologies to
anyone of Italian descent who we may have offended, we're sorry.
We promise we know what your flag looks like.
I enjoyed the early moments of Tim Waltz in his swearing when it was sort of funny. I mean, you have to, like, I weaned him off of it over time because you just can't keep going. But those early few times when he was just swearing a lot and somehow that was funny because it was Tim Waltz swearing, that was fun.
Oh, man. You know, I agree. That was a really fun character. Just, like, especially the contrast of, like, a real-life person and even if people act differently in private.
I kind of knew that, like,
subverting expectations.
Yeah, like once we got to the Minnesota State Fair, it was almost inevitable that Tim Waltz was going to come in guns blazing in some way or another. So I think that was a good and fitting rendition.
Yeah. No, that's I like that. I like the. I mean, it's sort of topical. One thing on the opposite side of that is we should have had Tim Walz walking around the state fair. Bare-chested. I don't know that we incorporated a whole lot of.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to start stripping the presidential candidate, the vice presidential candidate. I mean cursing, but then taking their shirts off.
An assassin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. The requisite
he was,
firearms and assassinations. Yeah.
Well, we
Aiding and
did
abetting.
get the Italy reference because I just went to Italy, so I think somehow the Italian came in from the fact that we were pretending to be Italian. Or
Yeah.
I think the Italian came in from you, like leaning hard into Mario.
I do remember sitting there like, this is what happens in Minnesota, I guess. Like,
Well, if we didn't have him bare-chested, he could have been at least in a Master of Disaster t-shirt.
Yeah, right.
oh, yeah.
He was actually wearing the Master of Disaster T-shirt. It's just that's on the video.
It's a visual.
Yeah, that's
on the
canon.
video.
That's canon.
So you can see it if you watch the YouTube.
There were no female characters, except for Bessie was a.
Oh, yeah.
Was a cow, I guess.
Yeah, and Bolofamir.
I feel like the worst part, maybe it's the Halloween in me. I thought that like boo was like the same pun as moo, but like
that
it was
could work.
It was not.
Okay.
It was not.
Okay.
Well, listeners, we're a little rusty. We haven't done this in a little while, so thank you for your patience.
Yeah. All right. Anything that we should plug?
Oh, we had a show coming up. Well, this is not going to come out in time.
before
Well,
that.
we just had a show.
We just had a show. And there will be another one in November.
In November,
Okay.
yes. Oh, and also
November-
in November. Oh, so
The
November
third Tuesday of the month.
Third Tuesday
every
in November.
month.
Yeah. So the third Tuesday in November,
At
which
Liquid State Brewery in Ithaca, New York.
yeah, which I want to say is something like the 17th, something like
Yeah,
that.
we could look
17th sounds about right.
And yeah, so Liquid State, third Tuesday of every month. There's a show, and then also I'm going to plug. I'm in a play at the Cherry called Rosa and Blanca, and we're playing the weekend of November 8th and November 15th, and it's a wacky, twisted fairy tale. It's funny and strange, and there are woodland creatures because I actually play a rabbit and also one wing of an eagle. So
That's spoilers.
if you want to see that, come to the Cherry in November.
Well,
Rosa
I'd like
and
to be
Blanca.
surprised by it, but
You play for that. You play a rabbit, Louis.
Well, yeah, of course. You know, rabbits, yeah.
It sounds like the type of play I'd like to see.
Absolutely.
anyone else? Anything else? No.
Just our monthly improv shows.
That one is, I did look up, Tuesday, November 19th.
All right.
So
Tuesday,
mark it
November
on your
19th.
calendars, show up. We are going to do things that will wow and impress you and also hopefully make you laugh.
Should we say
Hopefully that should be the
January
first
one?
thing that happens.
Improv is not about comedy.
No, it's about real life.
Yes.
And how that makes you think about things.
Groundedness.
Yes.
Imagination.
Yes.
That's kind of depressing if real
that
life
good
is
stuff.
devoid of comedy.
Well,
And on that,
Yeah.
on that note,
All right. Thank you to our special guest, Billy.
thanks, Billy.
thank
Well
you for
fold.
having me. It was a blast.
All right. And we'll catch you again on the flip side. Take it easy. Impetuosity
Peace.
out.